Hello everyone, my name is Yang, and today I would like to reflect on my experience in this public speaking course. When I first joined this class, I was nervous about speaking in front of other people in English. I worried about making mistakes, speaking too quickly, and forgetting what I wanted to say. So even though I could communicate in everyday conversations, giving a formal speech felt completely different. So looking back now, I can confidently say that this course has helped me become a better speaker and a more confident communicator. The first thing I learned was the importance of organization. Before taking this course, I thought giving a speech was simply standing in front of people and talking. Now, I understand that every effective speech needs a clear introduction, a well-developed body, smooth transitions, and a memorable conclusion. Organizing ideas carefully makes it much easier for the audience to follow the message. I also learned that preparation is the key to confidence. So every time I practice before presenting, I feel more comfortable and spoke more naturally. Another important lesson was learning to think about the audience. Different audiences have different backgrounds, interests, and expectations. A speaker should not simply share information, but should explain ideas in a way that connects with the audience. So, this was something I had not considered before taking this class, and it has changed the way I communicate with each other. Throughout the semester, throughout this summer, each speech helped me improve different skills. The speech of introduction was my first opportunity to speak in front of the class. I was nervous and I could easily notice that I was speaking faster than usual. However, completing the speech gave me confidence because I realized that I could successfully finish a presentation even when I feel nervous. I became the starting point of my improvement. The persuasive speech was another valuable experience. I learned that persuasion is not simply expressing personal opinions. Instead, I needed to support my ideas with evidence, examples, and logical reasoning. These assignments also reminded me to think carefully about what would matter most to my audience. So, preparing this speech required more research and planning, but it helped me become more organized and convincing. The special occasion speech was very different from the persuasive speech. Instead of focusing on facts and argument, I focused on expressing appreciation and emotion. I learned that sincerely is just as important as information. A speech can be successful not only because it is logical, but also because it creates an emotional connection with the audience. The group speech taught me another important lesson: teamwork. So, working with classmates required communication, cooperation, and careful planning. So, everyone needed to understand the responsibilities while making sure the presentation flowed naturally from one speaker to another. So, this experience showed me that being a good communicator also means being a good listener and teammate. So, besides completing these speeches, I also improved many delivery skills throughout the course. I learned to slow down my speaking speed, make better eye contact, and speak with more confidence. I also became more aware of my posture, facial expression, and vocal variety. So, although I still have room to improve, I can clearly see the progress I have made since the beginning of the semester. As a statistics major, I believe these communication skills will be extremely valuable in the future. So, whether I am presenting research findings, explaining data analysis, or working with colleagues, I will need to communicate technical information clearly and effectively. Strong communication skills are important in almost every profession, and this course has given me a solid foundation. Overall, this class has been a rewarding experience. So it taught me that effective public speaking is not about being perfect. It is about being prepared, organized, and willing to communicate with confidence. I am proud of the progress I have made, and I will continue practicing these skills in future classes and throughout my career. Finally, I would like to thank my instructor for the helpful guidance and constructive feedbacks throughout this semester. So I would also like to thank my classmates for being supportive listeners during every presentation. So I truly appreciate everything I have learned in this course, and I'm confident that these skills will continue to benefit me in both my academic journey and my future career. Thank you very much for listening.